Welcome to driver training. In this video we're going to deal with Shrewsbury and Heathgate's roundabout, but the principle is true for any laned roundabout that you come across. Now in this instance we're travelling up from Morrison's, and if we want to go straight ahead at the roundabout, either going left first exit or straight ahead second exit, then it's pretty simple. We treat it the same as we would any roundabout, keep in the left hand lane, and we just follow it round. So that's quite simple. Now, if we're going to the third exit, we need to be in the right hand lane, and as always, head towards the roundabout. Now, at this point, you can see the lanes actually split into two lanes. So, choice of two lanes, always left hand lane, and then follow it off. Let's have a look at that in action. If we look at the cars in the bottom corner there, we're going to see how it's done. We follow the black car round. He stays close to the white line. That leads them into the left hand lane, and it just follows off towards the town centre. So as always, choice of two lanes, always left. Now, this is an example of doing the normal roundabout rather than the laned roundabout. The person's in the right hand lane, they stay in the right lane, they signal, but watch how close they get to the exit before they come across. So if you're in that lane for the town centre doing the roundabout correctly, you've got to be aware of cars in front of you just cutting across at the last second who may not know how to do laned roundabouts properly. Now we're coming up Sundawn Road, and we can see if we're going left, it's left lane as normal. However, in this instance, if we're going straight ahead, second exit, we need to use the right hand lane on approach. And we're going to look at both the town centre route and the A5112, which is round towards Morrison's. So if we're going straight ahead, we approach in the right hand lane, and as we've just mentioned, we follow the white line across. The lane splits into two lanes, so we keep in the left lane, follow it off. If we look here in this example, we can see the black car is going to be in the wrong lane. The car behind it is going to do the roundabout correctly. So the car behind stays in the left lane and follows it off. But what if you're going right towards Morrison's? Well, we know, we've just said we approach in the right hand lane. As we come round, can you see again that lane splits into two, and the A5112 becomes the left hand lane. So as you come round again, following that centre line leads you towards the left curb, and you follow it round and off towards Morrison's. Coming up from Monkmoor and the police station, we can see that if we're going left, we just use the left lane. If we're going straight ahead, second exit towards Morrison's, the A5112, we need the middle lane. So as usual, we stay in the lane, don't cross the white lines, follow it round, and it takes us off towards Morrison's supermarket. A common mistake when doing these types of roundabouts is demonstrated by the blue car coming round. They stay in the lane, but then they start to cross it. Do you notice? They're almost into the lane at the side of them. The reason we don't want to do that is that if we're going right, we keep in the right hand lane. Now again, do you notice it opens up into two lanes, and the B5062 is the left of the two lanes. So choice of two lanes. If we're going right, we need to use that left hand lane, then follow it round, and it will take us off down towards Sundawn Road. And of course, like with that blue car, if you're crossing the white line and there's a car next to you, first of all, you're going to fail your driving test. But secondly, if there's a car there, the risk is it's going to start blowing its horn because you're likely to be about to hit them. So let's see that turning right demonstrated. If you look at the black car at the top of your picture, as it comes round, so it's going from Monkmoor towards Sundawn Road, it just keeps to the left by the centre white line. That leads it into the lane that says B5062. It just follows it round and then leads you off exactly to where you need to go. So with laned roundabouts, it's just following the lane. Now, what if we're coming from the town centre? Well, if we're going straight ahead again towards Morrison's, we keep in the left-hand lane and we just follow it straight ahead. If we want the second exit towards Sundawn Road, we use the middle lane. And again, the key is just follow the white lines, don't cross them, and it will lead you exactly to where you need to go. And this is shown in our clip now. If you watch both of these cars in the middle lane, they follow the lane, but again, rather than stay close to the left curb, they're just kind of aiming towards the exit, which means they cut that white line. So, therefore, is it possible to do it properly without cutting the line? Well, let's look at a van doing it. Now, as the van comes round, again, it's quite close to the line at that point, but they aim over towards that curb, gives them a bit more gap, and then they follow it round and off. So that's the key to doing this laned roundabout. If we're going right, we need the right-hand lane. Now, as we come round, if you look at the black car at the top of your picture, the danger is, firstly, you may have a car in the middle lane coming round at the same time. If not, you may have a car from the other side of the roundabout coming round. So it's actually better and safer to just follow it round and then come across as normal as they do now. So it can seem a little tricky at times to do Heathgate's roundabout, but the key, as we've said, is following the lanes. But what if you go wrong? Well, the key is not to panic and don't worry. Let's have a look at this police car coming in from the top. Now they're following it round, and at this point we're not sure where they're going. In fact, I don't think they're sure where they're going. So even the best of us can sometimes get slightly confused, but do you notice what they don't do is cause anybody a problem? So if you're in the wrong lane, just check your mirrors, do a signal, move into the lane you can. If you can't, just follow the lane that you're in and then correct it afterwards. That's really the key to doing laned roundabouts. Just follow the lane, don't cross the white line. The lane will take you to where you need to go. If it does go wrong, don't panic. Just either come off wherever the lane takes you, or if it is clear and you've done mirrors and signal, it is okay to move across even on your driving test. So we hope that this has helped you understand Heathgate roundabout a little more. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel for more useful hints and tips. My name's Chris from Driver Training. Remember, keep well, drive safely, and we'll see you all again in our next video.